Okay, I'm going to attempt to show you how I do the little fairy door paintings. And it started with this rock that kind of had this really gnarly, odd shape to it. And for some reason, every time I picked it up and looked at it, all I could imagine was one of those little doors painted on it. And so that's what I did. I used to do this similar look on little bitty tiny terracotta pots. And I think I have a picture of one somewhere on my old laptop. If I do, I'll post it on the group. But anyway, I started with this one, and then just as different shape rocks would kind of make me think they could be a fairy door. That was the reason that I started doing the different ones. And this was just kind of a broken off end of a rock, but it was perfect because of the way it doesn't stand up. But these are the kind of things that you could like prop them up against something else to be your little fairy door, if you were using them to decorate with, or you could even prop them up in a flower pot. And then this is the one I painted yesterday that just, it looked like a fairy door. So that's what I painted on it. And then I experimented with some different color backgrounds or for the little houses behind the doors because I liked making them look more like little maybe stucco effect rather than like wood because I wanted the little wood to be from my door. So anyway, that's just some of the ones that I have painted recently. And these are some... They're, again, just kind of rocks that had that shape to them. So when I pulled this one out of the bag, this is one of those beach pebble rocks. And these things are so nice and smooth for painting on that even though it was a broken one, this shape just lent itself to the fairy door effect. And I just take a pencil and I do a light little sketch just so I know where all my main elements are going to be before I begin painting. This one was actually wide enough. I'm going to actually do the whole windows instead of cutting the windows off on some of the rocks that don't have that width to them. And then I think I may do little planter boxes under the window. So I gave myself that idea in my little sketch. And then I thought I would do just kind of show how I do one of the simple little sketches on one of the rocks. And I just give myself my little door effect. And I like the little like rock work around the little wooden door. So I kind of do all of that. And everything I do like this just helps me better visualize what I'm going to end up with when I'm done with it. And I think this one, because I've got a little more width, and even though it's got these little indented places, all of that is going to be camouflaged by you painting it, so you're not really going to know that all of that is there, because you're going to fill it in with paint. And so this just gives me an idea of where my windows and my door, which are the main things that I use for visual effect. Now, if you get a line when you're doing your little sketch and your pencil lines get a little dark, all you have to do is just erase and redo your lines, or you can even just lightly erase to lighten the lines if you're afraid that they might show through on some of your painted work or once you start painting the design in. But that's basically how I get the little doors on the rocks.